What is up, guys? Welcome back. Joe Miro here. Today we're gonna have a training day. I'm gonna write the routine in the caption below. We're gonna start off. The goal is to hit 50 pull-ups as fast as possible. We'll see how long it takes. Let's get it. You'll notice I'm using fat grips here. These fat grips are 1 3/4 inches. This bar is just way too skinny. It's not comfortable at all. It also makes me rip my calluses. So my preference is always a little bit of a thicker bar. If you don't naturally have a thicker bar, get the fat grips. I don't get sponsored by them, no promo, just something that I like to use. So the method for this routine, I hit 25, got a nice little pump. I'm not trying to burn out. And then the goal from here on is gonna be to try to get probably 10 or less reps at a time until I'm able to hit the 50. Towards the end, I'm probably gonna be getting closer to like 2-3 reps at a time. The fat grips do slip a little bit, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. But again, that's a function of the bar. Just gotta deal with what you have. So we're at 25 right now, we're gonna keep it going. That was another 10. We got 35 total. Catch my breath, bring it on from there. When I'm doing this, you don't wanna gas out. You don't wanna hit your max. If you hit your failure point, any reps after that is gonna suck. So I'm at 35 right now, got 15 left. The goal right now, the way I think of it, I'm trying to break it into 8 and 7. So I wanna get 8 reps, then I wanna get 7 reps. If that happens, I'm not sure. If it doesn't, I'm gonna break those further. Maybe try to hit that 8 first, however it is, 5 and 3, 6 and 2, 4 and 4, whatever. And then go for that 7, 4 and 3, or whatever it needs to be broken into. So we got those 8 straight, 7 left. All right, so we're at 43 right now, 7 left, and then moving on from there. I'm gonna try to do these 7 straight. If 7 straight doesn't happen, maybe 4 and 3, 5 and 2, but I wanna get on the bar as fast as possible, try not to waste time. That's 7 straight, so that's 50. I'm not sure what my time is. I'll check the time right now and I'll put up the time. I'm gonna take a rest anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. And now the next thing is to hit 25 dead stop pull-ups. So we wanna make sure that all the pull-ups are clean. We're breaking on each one and we're taking it from there. I might have to take a little bit of a longer break to run an errand, but I'll be right back. We're gonna do the pull-ups and we're gonna go into the dips right after. Let's get it. All right, so we took a little break. I had to run an errand real quick, but right now we're gonna go straight into the next thing, which is 25 dead stop pull-ups. So you gotta stop at the bottom of every rep. Again, the goal is to finish these as fast as possible, as little breaks as possible. My goal is to try to get it with only 1 break or less preferably, but after doing the 50 pull, I think 1 break is gonna be enough and more realistic. Okay. So that's 8 reps. So that's 18 reps. All right, so now we got 7 more to go to hit the 25. Again, the goal is dead stop. A lot of people will say that like dead stop reps are the only real pull-ups. It's not true. Depends what kind of pull-ups you're doing, right? So you could be doing tempo reps, you could be doing these kind of reps. Tempo, dead stop, just 2 different styles. It's all about getting the volume at the end of the day. Really, as long as you're putting in that work, that's all that really matters. You can clean up your form to whatever you're performing for. If you're trying to do, for example, a military test, you probably want dead stop reps. If you're just trying to get a workout, you want to keep constant tension on the muscles, you probably want to be doing tempo reps. So it really just depends what you're training for. We're gonna go right back up to finish the last 7. All right, so that's 25 dead stop reps. Gonna take, almost lost my shoe. This is actually what gives you superpowers. You train the Adidas slippers, again, no sponsorship, you get extra strength. We're gonna take a little breath, a little break, and we're gonna get into the next movement. I'm gonna let you know right now what it is. So we got a 4-minute rest right now, and the next thing that we have up is 100 dips, tempo reps, so not dead stop, tempo reps, constant motion. And the goal is to get 100 as fast as possible, as little amount of breaks as possible. It's July in Brooklyn right now, so you know what that means. I'm getting absolutely shredded by mosquitoes right now. If you have bug spray, get that. If you have torches, get that. I don't have any of that right now, so I'm kind of just raw dogging this workout. Yeah, every couple reps, gotta kill a mosquito or 2, make sure that they know who's boss here, and then go back to hitting those reps. So we're gonna finish off this break, 4 minutes, and then get straight into the reps. All right, the break is up, so we're gonna get into our 100 dips. I'm gonna leave the mic on the side, just so I don't have it hitting me in my face while I'm doing my reps. Let's get it. That was 50. So we're gonna have 2 more. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do 25 and 25. Not sure if I'll be able to get it like that. I got a nasty chest pump right now. Feels great. This is my first workout back in about a week and a half. Volume wise, I think I've taken about 3 months off of serious training. And this is like my first one where I'm trying to hit some decent volume. So really just going based off of feel. 50 dips felt really hard. Usually I could push through those pretty easy. Also, it's not ideal that I gotta bend my legs. Throws off your balance a little bit because you gotta try to manage the swing. Managing the swing while you're going into your dip with your knees bent is a little harder than if you have straight legs. But we do with what we have, you know? I got the rack over here. Again, not sponsored by them, just something I use, something I recommend. If you can't put full-size dip bars in your home, if you can't put it in your backyard, whatever the case is, get yourself a rack. You get yourself a rack, folds up, could put it anywhere. All right, we're talking too much. We got 25 more. Let's get it. We got all 25 those time, so we're at 75. We got 25 more. That first 25 second set felt tougher than I expected. So maybe I might have to break up that last one into 15 and 10 or 20 and 5. I like to hit, if I'm breaking a set, into 2 different ones. So for example, if I'm hitting a 25 and breaking it into 15 and 10, I like to make that first one as big as possible. So, because I know I'm gonna be exhausted, so that the second one is as little as possible. So ideally I'll hit 20 and then 5. I'm going for 25 straight, but we'll see how that goes. Like I said, nasty chest pump right now, right? Feels great. Triceps are getting a little swollen as well, a little bit filled up, a little pumped. So we'll go for that second 25 right now. That was 20. Quick walk back to get the microphone. Picture for 1 second. Right back to the 5. Don't want to break that any longer. And there we have it. 100 dips as fast as possible. We're going to take a 4-minute break right now. Next, we're going to hit, I believe it's 25 or 50. I'm gonna check right now, whatever the program says. We'll do either 25 or 50 dead stop reps. Again, as fast as possible. I'll let you know right now what it is. Let's get it. All right, so the next routine is 50 dips, not 25, it's 50 dips. So what we're doing is we're doing the tempo reps and then half of that for dead stop reps. Right, so we did 50, 25 on the pull. Now we're doing 100 and then 50 for the dips. Slow and controlled. I'm gonna leave the mic on for this one because it's gonna be nice and controlled. The goal is to try to break this up into no more than 4 sets. Ideally, that would be 15, 15, 15, and then 5 at the end. If I could do 3 sets of 20 or 2 sets of 20, and then 1 set of the remaining balance, so 10 reps, we can do that. As you could tell, I like to take a more analytical approach to my workouts. I like to make sure that everything's calculated, that I'm doing everything within a parameter that I know. That's just the way my brain works. It's easier for me to understand it this way. If I was just to full send it the whole way, I would burn out. I wouldn't be able to hit my sets the way I would like them, the way I would like to. So I like to set a expectation for myself. And if I do better than the expectation, that's a big plus. If I do less than what the expectation was, then that's a minus. And what that means is I just need to do better the next training session. It means I need to adjust my parameters and make sure I'm aware of what I'm comfortable doing and what my body's not comfortable doing. So we're gonna go straight into the dips. The goal is 50, as fast as possible, as little amount of breaks as possible. Start off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. All right, first set was 25. Unexpected, but it felt great. I was going through it, I hit the 15, felt super comfortable, went to the 20. That's when it started getting real tough. I wanted to stop around 22, 23 when I was doing it, but everybody likes nice clean numbers, me included. It's an OCD factor. So I was just going straight to the 25. I don't know how many reps in reserve that was, so I might have been able to hit 30 and failed, probably right around there. So 25 was a pretty good number to stop on. We want to hit somewhere close to that the next set. Realistically, I think we're going to do 15 and then 10. That's going to knock up to 25. If I could pull up to 20 with such a short rest, that would be pretty dope. But realistically, I think it's going to be 15, and then I think we're going to get 10 the next set after. Again, because I'm resting so little, this is running full through, so I'm not really making cuts in between the sets. You'll see that, again, the point of these training videos for you to try to keep up, try to hit these workouts, or if you're above me, if you surpassed me, let me know how I'm doing. There's always somebody out there that's better than you, no matter how good you think you are. The goal is just to show up every single day, try to outlast them, and that's it. Endurance is everything. Endurance is everything. Let's go. Yeah, that's about right. So 15, we hit 25, now we hit 15. We're gonna get 10 the last set, not a problem. Just need to shake it out, get some stretch in the muscles right now. The chest is super pumped up, triceps are super pumped up. We just hit those 100 tempo, took a 4-minute break, and right now we got 10 left on that 50. Decent volume. Goal again is to try to rest as little as possible. I thought I was gonna get it in 4. Seems like I'm getting it 3. That's already a big plus, so I'm happy with that. That's what we're gonna stick to. We're gonna move on slowly but surely, just like that. We're gonna get these last 10. We're gonna see what's next on the menu, and then we're gonna keep it going. Pretty sure today is just pull-ups and dips. By the way, I keep mentioning I'm gonna check the program to see what's next. This is, I was with Ruslan Saibov for about, shout out to Ruslan Saibov, by the way, great guy, great coach. Helped me learn a lot as a student and helped me learn a lot as a coach for my clients as well. But this is a program when him and I were working together. We worked together for a little bit over 2 years when he was coaching me. So this is a program that he wrote for me at the time. I was training for competitions and was just getting ready to compete in general. And this was something that we were running, and this was one of the days for strength and endurance specifically. So when I'm referring to the program, just going over stuff that I was doing before prior to all the injuries that I had. And right now, as I'm getting back into competition shape, the goal is to compete soon again. So that's what I'm referring to when I say we're gonna check the program. And now we're gonna finish the 10. Beautiful. Reps felt great. So in general, you'll notice I always do full range of motion. On dead stop, always lock out at the top, always break 90, never play around with any of that. Breathing on every single rep. I have music playing in the background over here, but you'll notice that I'm breathing on every single rep. Always inhale, exhale in the movement. If you're doing tempo, the breathing might be a little bit different. That's for another video. If that's something that you're interested in, drop it in the comments below. I'll make a specific video on the 2 different styles of breathing as far as inhaling and exhaling on the concentric or the eccentric of a certain movement. Let me know, I'd be more than happy to make a video on that. As far as the scope of my training video, I'm not gonna include that here, right? But breathing on every single rep, focusing on clean reps all the time. On pull-ups, a lot of guys out there right now doing this kipping stuff, right? Doing 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 reps, kipping their ass off. Not a fan, all right? Keep them legs straight. Pull, if you get tempo, keep the tempo in your upper body. Don't start engaging in this. The only people that should ever be kipping on any reps is CrossFit guys. CrossFit guys kip because when they compete, they need to kip. So they're training what they're competing for, right? If you're not competing as far as like reps that involve kipping, shouldn't be kipping in your training. Keep your reps clean, right? Don't use legs. I'd rather you do less reps, but keep them clean than kip and get an 80 clip or 70 clip on pulls, whatever the case is. I don't like that. Don't do that. If you have your reasons, you want to reach high numbers, I'm all for it. But if you're trying to keep your reps clean, getting quality reps, just focus on that, okay? That's my 2 cents about that. So we're gonna take another 4-minute break right now. We're gonna jump into the next movement. I do wanna say thank you to the subscribers that are subscribing and checking this content out. I do appreciate y'all. Let's get back to the set. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Make sure to do that so that we could get this shit together. Let's get this money. All right, next set we have 30 pulls. again, as fast as possible. These are tempo reps, so I'm not dead stopping on these. The next set will be 15 dead stop. But right now we're doing 30 pulls, regular tempo. The first set, goal is 20 or more, right? So I'm expecting to get 20 or more. I don't know exactly how much, but if I get 20 or more, I think probably within like 10 to 15 seconds, I'll be able to get the balance in order to get that 30. This should be relatively quick, but that's the goal. So we're gonna hit these 30, we're gonna take a 4-minute break, and then go into the next 15. That will be dead stop. All right, let's go. All right. That felt a little hard. I believe that was 24. I don't think I hit the 25. So that was 24. So we got a balance of 6. I said 10 to 15 second rest. I'm gonna catch that breath right now. It might be a little longer just because that did feel a lot harder. I was expecting it to feel a little simpler, but it's okay. Rest about 5-10 more seconds. Go straight back into the 6. And then we're gonna finish off this set and go into our 4-minute rest. All right, let's get it. And then get that last one. All right. So that's 30 reps. Take a 4-minute rest, and then we got our 15 dead stop. All right, so the 4 minutes are up. Biceps are cooked right now, right? Feels crazy. But we gotta get this 15. We gotta get these 15 dead stop. Let's aim for 8 and 7. That's what I'm gonna go for. Try to get 8 dead stop reps. Again, these fat grips spin a little bit, so the pull-ups are a little bit uncomfortable. You'll notice me jumping on the bar a little bit just to get that better grip. It's if my grip slips off and I'm hanging by the fingers. I don't really wanna do that. But let's aim for 8 and then 7, and then we'll see how that goes. All right, let's get it. All right, so we got 11, that's good. Got 11, 4 more, take a little bit of a break, shake the arms out, go for 4 more, hit our 15, and then another 4-minute break, and we're gonna go back to the dips right after. All right, so shake them out, back up for 4. That's our 15 dead stop pull-ups onto the dips. All right, we're almost there. We only got 2 rounds left, right? So right now we got 50 dips tempo style, and then right after we got 25 dead stop. Okay, so right now, the 50 dips tempo style, I'm gonna try to get it in about 2 sets. That's the goal. Hopefully try to get around 30 and then try to get 20 next, but we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna go straight into it, go straight into the dips. Again, I'm gonna take the mic off for the purposes of it not hitting me in the face. Okay, 35, right? Not bad at all. So we got 35, I was aiming for 30, got 35, pleasant surprise. So we got 15 left. Get this 15, then we're gonna take a 4-minute break, and then right after we're gonna have to hit 25 dead stop. So we're gonna go straight into these 15, knock them right out, go straight into our 4-minute break. Put the mic down, let's get it. Got a little tired there. We got the 50. One thing you don't want, my last rep when I was coming up, I noticed I arched my lower back a little bit. Got out of that shoulder position. You want that shoulder position to be caved forward. Every rep down, every rep up, down like that, up like that. Start to arch that lower back, break that shoulder position. That's how you mess up your labrum. It's how you mess up your rotator cuff in general. But it's cool. Clean reps, last rep could have been cleaner. If I had a lot more to do, I would have been unhappy with that. But the fact that was the last rep and I finished all 50, I'm very happy with the result. 4-minute rest and we get straight into the 25 dead stop. All right, the pump is definitely pumping. We got 25 reps left, dead stop dips. And that's gonna be it for the upper body part. I like to throw in core at the end of the workouts, right? Usually we'd be doing toes to bar. Seeing as this is my first workout back after a long hiatus, I wanna do 50 90-degree leg raises. So we're gonna do hanging leg raises. I'm only gonna bring my legs up to 90 degrees. I don't wanna fully do toes to bar yet, just because I have a pretty bad history of jumping into workouts a little too quickly and getting an injury, whether that's a cramp in the core or pulling a muscle elsewhere or some joint issues. I just have a bad habit of that, so I'm gonna stick to the basics, go nice and easy, and try to hit those 50, 90-degree leg raises. But first, we gotta get these 25 dead stop straight into the reps. By the way, I only expect this to take one break. That was 19, weird number to stop on, but I think if I went to 20, I would have exhausted my pecs and my triceps too much. So not really worth it. One break here or there between one rep won't make or break the difference between that one break. Meaning if I had to completely exhaust myself and take no breaks, I would have done it. But if I'm taking one break anyways, might as well just take the break without completely gassing myself out. So now we're gonna go straight into the 6 reps, just finish the set. And there we have it, 25 dead stop. That's it for the upper body portion. We had a total, I believe the total was 120 pull-ups and about 225 dips if we add everything up all together. Decent volume, right? First workout back, not a bad volume. Now we're gonna get the 50, 90-degree leg raises hanging off the bar, and that's gonna finish the whole workout. It's gonna be our first training video for YouTube. If you guys like this style of video, let me know in the comments below. If you want something a little different, if you want something more explanatory, just curious to hear what you guys have to say. My channel is mostly educational. We will have these kinds of training videos on it as well. And if you guys want a little bit of humor, I got plenty of that for you guys also. So let me know what you're into. And that's it. So we're gonna take a 4-minute break. By now you already know the vibe for this workout, and then straight into the 50 leg raises. Let's get it. All right, so let's finish strong with the leg raises. We're only going to 90 degrees. We don't need the fat grips on this. I do recommend when you do leg raises, whether it's toes to bar or 90 degrees, have a closer grip. It's just a little bit easier on the shoulders than when you're wider. All right, so we're gonna go, I'm expecting to maybe do 15, 15, 15, and then 10. Again, it's 90 degrees, so it's a little easier than what I'm typically used to. Usually I'd be going toes to bar. So we'll see how many breaks it takes. I would be happy if I took just around 3 breaks or less. All right, let's get into it. And we'll take our first break there. That was 20 reps. I do feel tightness in the core. Again, just being off for some time from serious trainings, probably about, I want to say close to 3 months away from serious trainings, about a week without any trainings at all. I don't know if you saw that, but my abs started cramping up. So we're gonna call it a break there. We're not finishing that core workout today. Once the abs start cramping, it's not worth it to finish the set. It's all starting to come now, so we're definitely gonna stop there. So no core for today. So that's the full upper body workout. Again, appreciate the support. Stay tuned. Let's get it.